Welcome back to Easy English Vlogs, the vlogs in simple and clear English for learners. And today we are making a pumpkin, or carving a pumpkin as we say. And Kate is drawing the face on the pumpkin. And I decided, while she did it, to have a Halloween snack. And what better on Halloween than a lovely, spooky, Halloween themed cupcake. And you can see there is nice purple icing on top with like an image of a ghost. Meanwhile, Kate had something a little bit more sophisticated, blue cheese. And you can see here, I drink my tea with milk and she drinks her tea just black. And I got some of the other equipment ready, so some knives and a big bowl to put the inside of the pumpkin into. I also grabbed a cutting board, so something to put on my knee to cut the pumpkin. Kate had almost finished drawing the face onto the pumpkin, and she was copying a design from her phone. Meanwhile, we started to watch a horror movie, a scary movie. And hurrah, Kate had finished the pumpkin design and it was time to cut the pumpkin, to carve it. But first, I want to talk a little bit about my Patreon. So if you want to support me for as little as $1.50 per month, you get a bonus episode of the Understandable English podcast every single week. As well as with some of the tiers, you can get News in Easy English, where I read a news article in simple English. And I explain this and talk about some of the difficult words and some of the difficult topics in that article to make it clear and easy practice for you. So if you want to support me, please check out the link in the description below. Thank you so much. Okay, back to the episode. So I started to carve the pumpkin, and first I had to cut and take the top of the pumpkin off. And this allowed me, once I got it off, you can see it was a little bit difficult to cut. But once I took it out, you could see all of the seeds and gooey parts inside. I don't really know what the inside of a pumpkin is called, but I know there are lots of seeds in there. I started to scrape it with a knife to try and take the insides out. And meanwhile, we watched a really scary movie in the background, which was quite creepy. But soon I realized that the knife was ineffective, and a spoon was a much better idea. Look at how much stuff came out of the inside of the pumpkin. But now it was nice and clear, and also nice and dry inside, so it didn't have any of that sort of wet inside pumpkin parts. But I still had to carve out the face of the pumpkin. I started by carving out the eyes, and then I pushed them out with my fingers. The holes in the face are very important because they allow the light to shine out, making a very creepy face. I then started to do the mouth. Because it's quite an awkward shape, quite a difficult shape, it was hard to cut out. But finally, I had finished cutting out the face, and it was time to light the candle and put it inside. So you can see I am lighting the candle with a lighter, and I am placing the candle inside the pumpkin. And now the pumpkin is glowing. So it has a nice creepy glow. And here is the final result. Very spooky. Happy Halloween, everyone. And remember to subscribe if you're new.